Welcome to Dirty AF, the podcast where we get down and dirty with dirt track racer Jason Brandes and his race crew. We'll go over highlights, lowlights, and everything in between. Sometimes you'll laugh, sometimes you'll cry, and there might even be times where you get downright angry with us. But in every episode, we hope that you are left with the desire to join us in getting dirty as... Alright, welcome to the latest episode of Dirty AF. I'm your host, Nicole Wilson, and it is the evening of July 15th, 2022. And I am sitting here tonight after the Friday night races at Gravity Park with Jason and Jolly and the whole gang. And the boys want to talk. What happened, boys?
A shit show, like always. Extra shitty.
I feel like we got fucked tonight. Not just sideways, in, out, or the other way. We literally got fucked with no loop.
So explain what happened for those listening.
Well, let's put it
Jolly
this way.
was a little light on the air pressure in the heat race, but the car was good. I managed to hold it, right? Now let's go feature time. Fuck the heat race. We don't care about the heat race anyway, right?
No, heat race is just a
that
heat
was
race.
Just to figure out. Because
you get a consolation prize if you win a heat race.
right, but
You
we
get a
finally had
trophy
a
when
good,
you-
wet,
yeah.
tacky fucking track. We raced it. We were a little low on air pressure. Whatever, right?
Because I thought it was going to be slimy, but
right,
it was
you
actually
thought it
pretty
was
good.
going to be slimy. Whatever, done deal. It was good in the heat race.
It was a rocket.
It was. Now we go to feature time. We changed a little more shit, and this fucking car's on rails. Lights are up. We started out inside row 3. We were sitting fucking third, 3 laps in. Some asshole decides to fucking...
No, some asshole thought that Brake Best was our sponsor, and he was going to use us as brakes.
Apparently we sponsor brakes nowadays.
I guess we should probably talk
Maybe
to them.
should.
Maybe they would.
Well, and at this point, so we get spun out, we get stuck in the mud hole between 3 and 4.
After we had over an inch of rain today.
We get stuck in a fucking mud hole. And there we sat. I'm trying to get this fucking car out of a fucking mud hole. Dirt's flying fucking, I was in reverse, I was in fucking drive, I was fucking everywhere.
You had mud flying. I
Wheels
could
were
see it.
spinning, but you weren't moving.
Exactly.
And
We-
mind you, he was probably, his front bumper, I would say is lucky if it was 12 inches off the racing surface. Which, 3 or 4 laps before that, we watched a guy run through the fucking tires right there,
And get stuck.
and they let us sit there. Now, my biggest problem with the whole deal is safety. You are putting a car that is literally a foot off the racing surface, and he's stuck in the fucking mud. And if two guys get together and they send a guy into the tires, his car is literally sitting right there. Now, according to the track, it was because his driver's door was facing away from the oncoming traffic. Because I was screaming at the bottom of the fucking goddamn box, asking why the fuck there wasn't a flag. And that's what he announced over the fucking speaker. And I'm thinking to myself, it's not just our car I got to worry about and our driver. What about the guy that T-bones him in the passenger side on the fucking cage head on and fucking takes that shot? But that don't matter. Who gives a fuck?
Apparently bend up a fucking car and nobody's gonna care.
Yeah, well, it's not his fucking $800 or $1,000 to fix the motherfucker.
We had the fucking thing in a frame rack this fucking week. Somebody else want to fucking pay that bill? Because before that, it was because somebody slammed us into this. Or because Somebody slammed us into that.
That's because of the other night. Well, that was the night of my son. We didn't have a podcast that night. It was the son of my son's rehearsal for his wedding, and fucking Harrington decided he was going to use U.S. brakes that night.
Nobody cared that night either.
No. But then Banky tried to use U.S. brakes, and he gets a black flag and gets 0 points and 0 pay.
Then they cared.
And then we jacked some ass going, how the fuck do you change the rules? Because Zitzer 3 weeks before that had different results.
We are at the bottom of the fucking totem pole.
Yeah, because we pissed everybody off. And you know what? I don't care. I'm done with this fucking bullshit. There should have been a caution.
Track.
And you know what? You can flag shit on Facebook, but my podcast, you can't fucking flag. And you know what? You got to live with the results. And if you don't like the money we bring here every week, I'm fine with that. There's a reason why you had 9 cars.
$600 away from you.
There's a reason why they had 9 cars last week in the fucking street stocks.
They only had 14 tonight, and Seymour canceled.
Correct. 3 weeks ago, you had 23 here. We averaged 19 to 20 all last year in street stock division. And you're going to treat guys like that, and you're talking about a guy who literally lives not even 2 miles away is going to pay the gas prices of today to drive anywhere else but fucking here.
I will drive anywhere else.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a big proponent. I was a big proponent to this track. I've tried talking to the owners of this place. I've tried to tell them I want them to succeed. It's convenient. It's nice. It's easy for us. We don't have to go early because you're literally 2 miles down the road. And tonight, I've talked Jay a lot of nights and to keep coming back. I'm done. And when the crew chief is done and the driver's done, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry because you made your bed. You lay in it. I'm done.
I've heard Bob say numerous times in driver's meetings, our car count's down, and I don't care if this track closes. Well, $600 from our team every fucking Friday. Close the motherfucker.
How many weeks? How many weeks we got left? 6?
6.
6 times 600. Hold on, my math skills ain't the greatest, but 6 times 600 is what?
3,600?
$3,600? Yeah. I don't know.
Fuck you. That's what I'm saying. Coming in tonight, we were 16 points
from
out of first place. We're running 4th, right?
Get took out.
So because we opened our mouth last week
about a black flag
about
that we thought was unfair to the guy who got it,
you punished us tonight.
Yep.
So let's play track favorites.
That's the problem.
Fuck you.
Black flag has same results no matter who it gets thrown to.
You're right.
Liz away. Think about it.
So Banky and Zitzer, and I'm going to say it out loud.
I will too, because I don't care.
Banky and Zitzer get their points back after they've been black.
But did Liz away get his points back from black flag? How about Mitch Meyer? Now that guy's
neither did Risky.
Yeah.
Neither did fucking Brame. None of them did.
But it's favoritism, and favoritism is what destroys a racetrack. A black flag for rough driving,
black flag
is the same results no matter what. They talk. When I asked drivers meeting before Banky's, remember that? He was talking in the 4 cylinders, and he was talking at drivers meeting.
Right, because Banky followed us up the week after.
But he was talking in drivers meeting that the black flag is track discretion of what the results of the black flag are. No, the track discretion is whether or not you throw the flag.
Black flag.
Once the flag is thrown, the results of the flag
are the same
no matter what division, what class, but it's not the same here. And I'm going to tell you, anybody who wants to race here, don't. Because you know what? They don't care. They don't give a shit. Because if they don't care about us,
the fucking money.
It's a money grab. And when you don't come, they don't care. They don't think it matters. But I'm going to tell you right now, guys, these need to stop coming in order to open their eyes. And you know what? If they don't care if the track closes, there's other tracks that'll buy the
let
track.
it close.
Why should I care?
Let it close.
I realize that $5 a gallon fucking gas or $4.40 or whatever. Well, I think today I heard somewhere in Appleton it was $3.94 today. I heard somewhere in Green Bay or Appleton.
Shit.
But you know what?
I'll drive back to the.
I will drive
to the hill, or I'll drive.
I will drive to Sturgeon Bay
or I'll
to
drive
race
to 141.
because you know what? Their track is better kept. Their officiating's the same, and they fucking tech. You get weighed and teched every fucking week you go there, and if they don't care, why should we? I'm sick of the bang. I'm sick of the fucking bullshit. I have been a proponent of, I love coming here because it's close to home, and I don't have to fucking sacrifice as much time in my life. But I am to the point where I'm done. I give my heart and soul. I take time from my family, my kids, my other business, my work, to make sure this car sees the racetrack every week. And
it's not just you.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. It's all of us.
Correct.
We got mom and dad running fucking parts runs. We got fucking Mama,
Amanda,
wherever she is.
Yeah.
Amanda's over there somewhere.
She went to the fucking performance to the race shop 3 times in a day to get us fucking parts.
Right. And this is how you get treated when you come to a track. All of a sudden, oh shit, this guy's fast. Oh shit, this guy's good. Oh shit, where did he come from? He's just a little guy down the fucking totem pole. The fuck I am.
We've raced here long enough that we shouldn't, like I said, we've had conversations. We tried to make sure I wanted this track to succeed. When we talked to Jesse in the middle of June or second week of June, dude, we got to keep the rules the same. We got to quit playing favoritism.
Got to be fair to everybody.
We can't be screaming in the driver's ear for one car to clean up his fucking act for 5 or 6 or 7 laps.
I'm pretty sure it was 8 laps. But
whatever. And then you finally throw a black flag, and then he argues his way out and gets his points. That's not the way it works. A black flag is a black flag. I don't give a fuck where you go.
Any other dirt track in the state
We
of
talked
Wisconsin,
to guys from 141, Beaver Dam.
We talked fucking rule book.
And to the rule book.
Any other black flag for rough driving in the state of Wisconsin on a fucking dirt track is, if you get black flagged for rough driving, that's 0.0 pay.
Now, if we wouldn't have bitched last week, it would have been the rule for 3 out of the 4 black flags given.
I'm pretty sure that fucking Jesse slapped our PP tonight and said, "This is what you get for bitching."
Yep.
That's his choice.
That's fine, but he pays the consequence.
Now you're going to pay the consequences because we ain't coming back.
Because you can't have one guy get points.
I'm going to tell you right now, Brandesracing is not coming back to this track. We will find someplace else to race. Wait, hold up. We already have another place to go race.
Oh, we have all kinds of places to race.
We have gears laying around that we can just...
we can go other places.
You're right. We can. And we're going to be just as fast there as we are right fucking now.
And you know what? And they tech, and the level playing field is leveler, and I'm done of it. I'm done of it. You don't even fucking weigh a car here. You got guys that are running direct drive fucking transmissions in a street stock that's against the rules. You don't give a fuck. You don't have a tech to do it. You don't have corner workers to see shit.
Hey, Steven over there could have fucking checked Zitzer's fucking direct drive tonight. You want to know why? Because we got a fucking heat gun in the fucking toolbox.
I'm
fucking done.
I don't care.
Fucking done. This fucker could, if it wasn't for my sponsors, this fucking car right here could sit in the garage the rest of the fucking year. Leave it straight for Mama next year. We start building the other one. Fuck these guys. I'm fucking done. This fucking season is seriously going to push me to a fucking heart attack, and I'm not even lying.
As much as you and I enjoyed over all the years,
money, you
remember? But think about it.
Remember? I asked you for how many years to come race,
and I finally get to do it, and this is how we get treated. Yep. And there's favoritism, and there's bullshit, and there's crap,
because we came out of fucking nowhere, and we started figuring shit out, and we got faster and faster and faster and faster. We're starting.
But why should that matter to them? Who fucking wins? Why does it make a difference? We came every week. We have not missed a week from the fucking day one we started racing here.
Somebody else is paying them under the fucking table. That's why.
But
did you want to hear that?
But what my our money ain't worth.
That's what's happening.
I'm going to tell you right now. Zitzer comes with him, his daughter, and his fucking 4-cylinder, and one other fucking person. I'm going to tell you right now. You, me, your sweetheart, my sweetheart. We spend more money than that, didn't he? That motherfucker. Why did they give him the benefits?
Because he mows the lawn.
And we got Ma, Pa. We got fucking Todd comes every week to support us. We got fucking everybody. Look at the people standing here right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 14 people standing outside here listening to this podcast. They're here because of us, not because of the fucking racetrack.
Technically, it's 20, but
whatever.
We're not going to get serious about it. I'm fucking. You're right.
Fuck it. I don't care. Done with it.
And it's not like you're asking for favoritism or anything. You just want things to be
we're
fair.
Asking for
correct. We had a guy fucking slam into us in turn 3, spin us out, stuck in the mud after we got over an inch of fucking rain today. It wasn't a mechanical issue. We didn't spin out on our own. A guy literally, I watched the fucking video 3 times, smashed us at the numbers at the door with the Hans device and everything else. There is no way my driver saw that coming, and he got fucking smashed, spun out, and he sat there in the fucking mud, and he did nothing about it.
But last week, we had a black flake fucking banky for that.
And I think it was worse because he didn't even fucking take him completely out.
Last week, he literally black flake banky for the same move in turn 1.
But at least Banky hit you in the fucking bumper and he didn't spin you all the way around and fucking put you in the mud hole. Well, that's right. There was no mud because it was drier than motherfucker.
Right. But literally.
And
I got stuck.
And when your record guy was going to push him out, you told him no, and your record drove away. That tells you a lot of what's going on around here.
That gives you a big.
You're
rap. You are absolutely fucking right.
I'm just mad.
You fucking.
And I don't care.
This fucking grave, you might as well fucking lay in it too. Take your fucking $600, $700 fucking dollars, shove it up your fucking ass, because we got almost $15,000 in a fucking car. Fuck you.
Yep.
I'll take it someplace else.
And you know what? I'm done. I am done here. I am so fucking done. And when the crew chief don't tuck the driver into coming back here, we are fucking done.
You are not talking me into coming back here.
I won't. I'm mad. I'm that mad.
Way this time. Well, I know that.
And you know, Jay.
Crew chief said, "Well,
we got sponsors on the car. We got to take care of them." But at the end of the day,
we have sponsors on the car that we need to take care of.
Jay, the problem I have the most. We went out already this year and invested in another car to run 2 fucking cars. We're going to run 2 fucking cars next year. And you know what?
Here!
We're going to run a stock car and a fucking street stock.
In this fucking
We're going to have
house.
2 fucking drivers here. And because of this, you're going to see 2 cars we're going to build and we're going to take them elsewhere. So now, not only are you losing the money we giving you this year, you're taking 2 cars out of your fucking count for next.
You know why? Because this is what we used to say when we used to go shining deer and everything else. Because why? Because fuck you. That's why. Because we're better than that. We've been raised better than that. We've been trained better than that. And we definitely know how to race cars better.
Respect is something that is fucking earned.
Respect is a long fucking way.
And I thought the way we handled our business in the last year and a half before we came to this year should give us enough. Last year we took some hits and we let it ride and we didn't say a fucking word. But you know what? A year and a half of racing, I thought this year we'd have some benefits, and we're not. And it's like because they're afraid.
Because I'm not here mowing lawn or fucking packing the track. That's why.
But you know what? I don't know. Is it because we have an opinion? Because we want it to be fair. You know, Parker wins races, and they don't seem to have the fucking same bullshit that happens to them. But at the same time, maybe they're quiet about the Banky thing. But then again, Parker isn't put in the position to fucking get taken out by Banky or by fucking Zitzer or whatever else. But I don't know. Parker won the last 2 weeks prior to tonight, obviously. Because, you know, Parker can drive the shit out of that fucking car on dry slate.
That fucker got that shit figured out.
And it was nice to drive in a wet track. Your heat race.
You guys were so excited about tonight.
I was.
You were so pumped.
That's why I think it pisses us off that much. But to not throw a caution when a guy is literally
I'm not even
12 inches from the racing service.
I haven't seen this much fucking clay on the car in fucking weeks. Well, maybe that's because
we haven't seen that much clay in that car since we raced at the hill last.
Maybe that's because I got stuck down in 3 and 4 there.
No, that was all in the front. Your tires were sprayed.
What lap was it that you got stuck in there? It was lap 3?
No.
4.
I think it
4
was
or 5.
It was like 6 or 7.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
And somebody just, whatever. I mean, fuck them. Whatever. Literally.
And I'm done. I'm
fuck
done.
them. I'm done.
I take time from my kids, my family, and my life to fucking keep this car ready to come here Friday. You know what? We'll go race Saturdays at fucking 141. It gives me an extra day.
The bird, fucking
it gives me an extra day to get the car ready. I'm okay with that.
The fucker got straight this week. The fucker might be bent again for all we know.
That's all I got to say. And if they like it, they don't like it.
I actually don't even want to go and collect my paycheck tonight. Fuck you. Keep your fucking $60.
Yeah. That was one of our sponsors that said, make him use a stamp.
Like, seriously.
That's one of our better 2 sponsors.
Fuck you.
That's like our
Keep
second
your fucking
sponsor.
$60. We will take this fucking hot rod and we'll go some other track and find a way to make it faster. We made it fast here.
But think about it.
And people don't like it.
Just think about it. Seymour closed today because of the rain. Now, they put some tiling in here so that when we get a lot of rain, they can still race. And what did we have? 2 cars that came? 2 extra cars that came that would have been a Seymour car.
The McDonald's boys.
Wait. 3.
Well, and the 1330.
Okay, so now we're at 4 because Jaeger showed up too. But the first time he raced here...
So 4.
Same time he raced here, same thing that happened to Carly Stadler. Cracked the fucking transmission. Now, I don't know what's going on with cracked transmissions. I don't know if it's the race surface or what it is, but literally my brother-in-law son that pitted right next door to us is in Carly's spot. Carly cracked her transmission, hasn't been back since. And now he cracked his transmission. I don't know if it's the pit stall, the racetrack, or a setup situation, but he races at Seymour every other week and decided to come here tonight. And that's going to cost him $1,500.
Right. I mean, how much longer are you going to let people to continue?
But that's why people stopped. That's why our car count's at 9 for street stocks last week.
Or 14 tonight.
Look at why. I mean,
You go to 140.
think about it, Jay.
Street stocks are involved in that.
When we pulled up,
Not more.
Jay,
25?
when we pulled up tonight, it's the first time Carly wasn't to her left, Ken wasn't to her right. Brian, he pissed off way early for street stocks. He
And
hasn't
they're
been
gone.
back. I mean, why? Why?
Because of the way you run the shit show.
If you don't want them, you don't need the money, and you don't care, then just shut the fucker down and don't
Then
even
fuck
bother.
you. Then fuck you. We don't need to be here. I don't want to say that we can go and fucking race anywhere we want to, but
We can.
we can go race anywhere we want to.
We can.
We race here because it's convenient.
Correct. It's convenient. It's close. We already spent enough money on the fucking race car. But then again, if we race somewhere else and they're a little bit more rule activated, or they have a little more rules and a little more consistency, and they throw the black flags a little more often, You know what? The money we spend in gas, we'd save in fucking putting it on the frame rack. Or buying into A-arms, tires, fucking straighten. Time. Time is money. And time is worth my effort. And if we can keep this fucker... I would spend an extra $100 in fuel in a month to not have to fucking pay the outrageous prices for the rims, tires, and everything else that costs twice as much in order to race.
But
I don't know, but I think we're getting a little long, and Mama's not going to like to edit this. So.
All right. Well, whatever.
But thank you, Steven, for the help. He goes,
thank you, Steven.
I got a 5-pound weight restriction on my right arm, and it's really hard to work on a race car with only one.
Thanks, Steven, for the help. Thank our sponsors on the car. We had a fucking great car for the feature. We got fucked in the feature. We are going to be elsewhere in a couple of weeks.
We'll keep you up to date. We might do a random podcast next week from no racetrack, just to keep you all in the loop if you want to listen, because I think we might just go north,
drink a lot
of Budweisers,
collect our thoughts,
and
and say fuck you.
Producer of this podcast and I just finally bought a camper to put on our hunting land up north, and we might just take the weekend off and go.
Thank fucking God you finally did that.
And we might need a few minutes to collect our thoughts, and we need some time away from my family to get our kids together and to spend some quality time.
I think that's what we need, actually, is a good family weekend away. We need a break. We've been so stressed out since fucking 5 weeks.
We've been so stressed out since week 1.
Well, I don't think it was that bad, but I would have said week 4 or 5. Something, but
it is what it is. But Nicole,
thank you all for listening.
We're going to turn it over to you to finish up our end of this because we need to.
Well, I don't really have an end to this because usually I remind everyone to join us at Gravity Park on Friday nights, but it doesn't sound like that's going to be happening.
You're right. It's not going to be happening.
We're just going to thank you all for listening. And new episodes of Dirty AF will be released, so be sure to subscribe wherever you're listening so you don't miss an episode, because we really obviously don't have a clue as to when that will be. So subscribe, follow us on Facebook if you're not. I did already upload the races from tonight's race to our YouTube channel, so if you want to check that out and see Jason trying to get out of the middle of the track in the feature race the whole time, that is on YouTube, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening. You have been listening to Dirty AF, the podcast with the Brandis Racing crew. Join us again next week, where we will once again be getting dirty as...